Hey everybody, it's Calf. I'm back here on YouTube. My last video was a while ago. If you guys don't know, I did a Call of Duty Modern Warfare review. But I'm back at it again with another review, not of a game, but of a recent computer peripheral that I bought a couple weeks ago. It is a 144 Hz monitor, and it's pretty awesome. It took me a while to pull the trigger on a 144 Hz monitor. I wanted to find one for the right price, and I wanted to check out some reviews, and honestly, I didn't find too many reviews of this one, and I didn't find a lot of like technical specs or like how to like kind of tweak the settings. So I spent like the better part of the last few days like kind of getting it to where I wanted it to be. But once I got that done, it's awesome. If you are into PC gaming and you haven't bought a 144 Hz monitor yet, please do it. It is life-changing. I will get into the specifics here in a second. I just want to remind you, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. Please don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm gonna start putting out videos here at least once a week, whether it's a review. I'm gonna start doing Let's Plays, and then also I'm gonna have my Twitch channel linked in the description. I go live about 4 times a week. It kind of varies. I'm kind of working on my schedule. But if you want to have a nice, chill, relaxing place to hang out, feel free to check me out there. Let's get into the actual monitor itself, shall we? So this right here is the monitor in question. It is a Samsung 144 Hz curved monitor. It has a VA panel. I mean, I'm not the most technically savvy guy, but I do know how to troubleshoot and research things. So I'm going to show you kind of how to tweak the settings on this thing because it's kind of a pain. There was some design choices in the UI/menu system that kind of like threw me for a loop. Let's get down to some basics of this. So again, 144 Hz. If you go around to the back, I apologize if my basement looks a little bit dusty. We're redoing it right now. We did some sanding last night. So the basics, it has 2 HDMI ports, which is nice if you want to switch between a PC and like a game console and system, and then it has a display port adapter port as well. You can kind of see the stand. Pretty easy to put together. It was like 1 screw. The biggest complaint I have with the build quality is that if you it's wobbly. So like if you move your desk, it's gonna wobble. Other than that, don't really have many complaints other than the tweaking aspect of things. I'm gonna show you really quick how the menu system works. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do this with like trying to keep my camera steady. So on the back here, there's like a little button kind of joystick thingy. So you hold it, it'll bring up the settings. So you got your source, which you can change your source like from your PC to your console or whatever you have in there. And then you got your power off, eye saver mode, which eye saver mode essentially eliminates all the blue light and it turns off the flickering. So if you're playing for long, I mean, they market it as if you play for long sessions, it will eliminate like eye strain and stuff like that. I don't really use it that much though. I don't like how it turns the color. Oh, I can't talk. And then you got your menu. And with your menu settings, there's a bunch of preset modes. Ideally what you want to do is kind of play around with what you prefer, because the preset modes aren't very good, just like with any display, any TV, any monitor that you buy. All the main things that you got here are going to be your black equalizer. God, it went away. Stop going away. So low input lag. I haven't noticed much input lag with this, which is awesome. And then it'll tell you the refresh rate, iSaver mode off, and then response time. Now, the biggest issue I had with this was the response time. So out of the box, by default, the response time is turned all the way down, which is confusing to me. And then out of the box too, it'll say like, here we go. So the response time is grayed out, and I'm like, well, how are you supposed to tweak it to the full 4 ms response time? And in order to do that, pay attention to this. You need to turn your FreeSync off. I'm not gonna do it right now because it like kind of messes with my PC. Once you turn that off, all this stuff becomes ungrayed out, and you can tweak all the finer settings out of it. But yeah, basically that's the biggest tip that I could give you with this monitor. Turn FreeSync off, and then you could tweak all the little technical things. The biggest thing you want to do is turn your response time all the way up, and that will eliminate any sort of ghosting. Not any sort, you're still going to notice some ghosting, which is the biggest thing, the issue that I had with this monitor when I first bought it. But once you have that taken care of, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome when you're playing fast-paced games. It's very, very smooth. Another thing too that I did not know also is what you want to do when you first hook this thing up, because like I was like out of the box, I'm like, oh my god, like this is amazing, and I didn't even know any better because it was set to 60 hertz when you plug this thing in. So you want to right click your display setting on your, so you want to right click, it's probably gonna be really blurry, but that's fine. You want to go to your display settings, I'll pop it on my other monitor. You want to go to whatever that, you can hit identify, it'll tell you which display it is. That one is number 2 for me. And you want to go to advanced display settings. And once you do that, see right now it'll tell you all the specs, what it's in. So 1920 by 1080, it's got 8-bit color depth, which your higher end ones are going to have 10-bit, but this one's perfectly fine for me. Colors are great when you have it set right. And then you just want to go to, so out of the box it'll say your refresh rate is 60 hertz. You don't want that. You didn't spend extra money on this monitor to get a measly 60 hertz out of this. You want to go to display adapter properties, and you go to monitor, and it'll have this screen refresh rate. It'll be set to 60. You want to crank it up all the way to 144. Once you do that, you hit apply, you hit OK, and then you're good to go. You are good to go. Other than that, there's not really anything to it. Like I said, the biggest thing is turning that response time all the way up so you get that full 4 ms response time. Otherwise, you're gonna see a lot more blurring with the response time. All the way to, I think out of the box is like 10 ms, which is not good. But anyway, I'm gonna sum it up for you here at the end. So, to sum things up, the biggest negative I have with this monitor is the stand. The stand is a little bit wobbly. It was very easy to assemble. You can like tilt it and all that, but when you're gaming, sometimes you'll notice some wobble. It's not the best built stand. And then I would say too, it's not the easiest to configure if you don't know a lot about monitors. So that's kind of why, obviously, I made this review, was to show some people how to kind of adjust some key things to get your monitor the right color, to eliminate ghosting and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyways, I will catch you on the next video, people. And yeah, again, if you liked it,